Willie D Live.
What's up, family? This news is just breaking. Chris Brown is in trouble with the law again. Yeah, man. Chris was arrested Thursday in the United Kingdom over a bottle throwing incident at a nightclub 2 years ago. According to law enforcement sources, Chris was taken into custody early Thursday morning on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. The Sun reported Chris was busted hours after he flew into town on a private jet, landing in Manchester Airport. We're told that the arrest stems from a violent incident that reportedly took place at Tape nightclub in the Mayfair section of London on February 19, 2023. Chris allegedly clashed with a music producer named Abe Dia. Abe said Chris cracked him over the head with a bottle, punched him, and kicked him. Give me a thumbs up, fam, if you believe Abe's story. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, Chris reformed. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Here's the deal, fam. So what's done in the dark will come to light. This incident happened in 2023. If they have video evidence, they may have a case. If not, there is no way they are going to hold Chris accountable for that particular act. Because, number one, in the UK, man, people get away with stabbing folks all the time. Now you inject an American who is accused of a violent attack, but it's a bottle, it ain't a knife. Knife crimes are serious, are supposed to be serious in the UK. And by the way, there's so many damn people get attacked with knives in the UK. It's ridiculous. But anyway, even if Chris is held accountable, I think they'll give him a slap on the wrist at the most, because he's Chris Brown and he got the paper. He flew in on a private jet. I don't think that they're gonna make too much of this. Now, if he was like in Saudi Arabia, somewhere in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai, Turkey, different story. He might not come home for a while. Could be a year, could be 35 years, because they don't play whatsoever. They don't give a damn who you are. It's going to literally take an act of Congress to free you if you get caught up in jail out there. But Chris, it seemed like he be doing good, and then next thing you know, there's an accusation. Every time it seemed like he just taking care of business, he on his way, he doing it. Next thing you know, boom. What I want to know is this. If Chris is guilty of cracking a dude across the head with a bottle, what the hell was the bodyguard's job? What was the job of his security? If he got to do all of this, what is he paying them for? Chris has been in the game long enough to fall back and let people do what they do. Let them people do what they do. You got a problem with anybody, man, let those people do what they do. Don't bring it on yourself, because no matter what happened, it's gonna come back on you. If you're the ticket, no matter what happens with members of your entourage, they're gonna blame you. But blaming you and you being responsible for something is totally different. So no matter what happens, if you're a celebrity, somebody in your entourage get in a jam, they knock somebody out, whatever, they're gonna bring your name up, they're gonna put you in it. But as long as you ain't in it, you didn't put your hand on it, you didn't call a shot, or they can't prove that you called it. That's different. They can't really do a whole lot with that. But being a A-list celebrity, a superstar like Chris Brown, and you in the club squabbling, that's not a good look. And that is also Shit, that's an indictment on you and your security. Because if I'm paying the security kind of money his security gets paid, at least what I think they get paid, then I'm not lifting a finger. Man, y'all gonna have to earn that money. If he got cracked on his head, he got cracked across the head and punched and kicked, I ain't do it. May have watched, may have been entertained a little bit, but I didn't do it. So I don't know how they're going to prove this. I think if there was some evidence, if there was some video evidence, we would have seen it by now, because people can't hold water. The moment they get any kind of video of anything they think can get some clicks, they're going to upload it to the internet. So I do not believe that there is video evidence out there. And based on my research and investigation, I don't think there'll be charges. If there is charges, and I'm saying this because sometimes you have overzealous prosecutors. If there is charges, the charges will be dropped, and Chris Brown will be making his way back into the States in record time. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.